Hi, you may have heard about the current situation with GameStop, BlackBerry, AMC, and now the very famous subreddit r/wallstreetbets. I'm here to try to explain as best I can the situation, why it's a good thing, what the terms like stocks, shares, shorting, and others are, and to give you a basic idea of why I bought GameStop shares. Companies can be divided up into small parts which are called shares. These shares are then sold to the public on the stock market. If you're clever, you can figure out if a company's value will likely rise or fall. The way to make money on the stock market is usually to buy when a share's value is low and to sell it when the share's value is high. You guys know this practice as auction and bazaar flipping. There's a new reforge for the AOTE. Prices for Enchanted Eyes of Ender are probably going to rise. There's a mythological event coming up. Items native to that event use a lot of gold for the crafting and upgrading of the items from that event. So as soon as you see Diana is winning the polls, you buy enchanted gold blocks for say 150k coins each, and when the prices inevitably rise once the event starts and demand for the gold rises, you sell them for 200k coins each. This is exactly how the stock market works. The event represents a rise in demand for a product or service the company is selling, or a rise in whatever the way the given company makes money is. The enchanted gold blocks represent the shares. If the stock market predicts a rise in profits or value of the company, people buy shares. The higher demand for shares drives the value of the shares up, much like the demand for gold drives the prices of gold up during the mythological event. Now that you know some of the basics, let's talk more specifically about the current situation with GameStop and Wall Street. You already know that you can make money if you buy low and sell high, but what if you see that the company's profits are likely going to drop, or the demand for their products/services are going to drop? Well, this is like when the mythological event is coming to an end. There is no way to make money off the price of gold dropping. Or is there? What large hedge funds and other things on Wall Street with fancy names do is they short the company. I'll explain what that means with Skyblock terms again. Imagine you log into Hypixel and see the mythological event is happening. You think to yourself, "Oh pog, I can sell my gold and make tons of money." Then you realize you never invested in gold in the first place. Well, you can do something very shady. You can rent gold from someone who does have gold. They rent out their gold to you, you pay them say 10% of the gold's value per week you have it, and you sell the gold for 200k coins per enchanted block. When the prices return to normal, you buy the gold back for 150k coins per enchanted block and give it back to the person who rented their gold to you. You've just shorted gold. Since the ritual only lasts 5 days, you pay only 12k coins per block in rent, but you've made 50k coins off each block of enchanted gold you rented. This gives you a net gain of 38k coins per enchanted block of gold. However, you took a big risk. What if there's a new update that requires even more gold? All the sweats suddenly start spending all their hundreds of millions of coins on gold, raising the value to 1 million coins per enchanted block of gold. Now, you either have to buy the gold back for 1 million coins per enchanted block, or you have to pay the 10% rent every week, which went from 20k coins per week to 100k coins per week. Let's say you have 1 million coins in the bank left after investing your coins in gold. One day, if the prices don't drop soon, you will run out of coins to pay the rent and go bankrupt. This is what Wall Street is doing to GameStop right now. Except as normal people took a stand, invested in GameStop shares, drove demand up, therefore driving the prices of the shares and the value of GameStop up, making these 1% Wall Street scumbags lose billions of dollars. In Skyblock, you'd have a choice. Buy the gold for 1 million coins per enchanted block and return it so you don't have to pay rent, or risk it and hold on to the money you got from selling the gold when it was worth 200k. Pay the rent, and hopefully the gold prices return to a low enough price so you can buy the gold for less and give it back before you go bankrupt. Wall Street traders now have a choice. Either they hold and wait for the stock to go down in value and then buy shares off us, or they cut their losses now and buy the shares for the ridiculously high price they are at now. If they buy now, they will basically be increasing the demand even more, making the other Wall Street elite lose even more money. In Skyblock, you would get reported and banned for scamming if you couldn't return the gold. In real life, you'd have to declare bankruptcy and would face legal punishment. We have already made Wall Street hedge funds lose over $70 billion. In Skyblock, worst case scenario is you go mining and get the gold yourself. In real life, you can't just go and get more shares. You can't create shares out of thin air. You can't work to create more shares for that company. There are a limited amount of shares in each company. Therefore, if nobody is willing to sell their shares, the Wall Street traders can't get bailed out and will go bankrupt. This is why we are supporting each other on the r/wallstreetbets subreddit to hold, to not sell our shares. If nobody sells, the desperate Wall Street traders will keep offering more and more for the shares, thus driving the prices up even further. They've been cheating the system, manipulating the market for decades. They've been cheating hard-working people out of their life savings, investments, and pensions for decades. Now we're giving them a taste of their own medicine. However, as you might guess, the rich are powerful. The broker apps that trade shares, think of them as a shop where you can go to sell or buy shares, have blocked the people's ability and right to buy GameStop, AMC, and BlackBerry shares. They have started selling people's shares to the Wall Street traders without our request or permission. Most notably the trading app Robinhood app. They sell our shares without our permission, therefore driving the prices of shares down in favor of the 1% traders on Wall Street. Imagine if a bazaar started selling your gold for cheap without your permission. Outrage on Twitter and other social media is causing a huge negative backlash towards Robinhood app. Actors, musicians, influencers of all kind are speaking out on our behalf. Legal action is now being taken against Robinhood. What they're doing goes directly against capitalism, democracy, and the spirit of free trading. If you're an adult, consider investing in GameStop. Normal common working people have become millionaires overnight. However, at this point, if you invest, you're likely going to lose a lot, if not most of your money. I know this, and I'm prepared to lose all of my investment in GameStop, but I will hold as long as it takes. If you're under the age of 18, you can help spread the word. I know this is going to sound really cheesy, but a nice start to this would be to give this video and my channel a huge boost by liking, subscribing, or commenting. Firstly, it will help spread awareness. Secondly, it will help get my channel monetized and will hopefully one day cover my losses in GameStop shares. I'm doing the right thing at a high personal cost and I'm proud of what I'm doing. If we hold, we win. If we don't let them have our shares, they lose. The criminals at Wall Street have been cheating hardworking people out of their money for decades. They've been manipulating the market like this for decades. They've been scumbags and criminals for decades. We are taking a stand against them and we are winning. $70 billion are gone from Wall Street traders already. Let's use the power that the brave Redditors on r/wallstreetbets have fought for and given us. The balance of power is for the first and possibly only time in history tipped toward the honest, hard-working, average people and away from the elite. We can beat the current system. If this is truly only the beginning, the biggest wealth redistribution in human history could be afoot. This is truly a time when Robin Hood could have taken from the rich and given to the poor. All they had to do was what they always do. All they had to do was not interfere, not break laws, not infringe on people's rights. They stood in the way of free trading, capitalism, and democracy. They cannot go unpunished. They can't get away with a slap on the wrist, $5 million fine or something like that after making billions illegally. These people are responsible, and they must stand trial and go to jail. They cheat hardworking people out of their pension funds, out of their investments, bet against companies and drive them into the ground. Robinhood app is facing class action lawsuits and possible congressional investigation. GameStop, up until this revolution begun, was the most shorted company. Wall Street shorters have sold over 110% of the company. They've sold shares that don't exist. This is criminal. This is not right. So, let's stop them. Let's make them pay. We, the Redditors, celebrities, influencers, normal average people who are fed up with being taken advantage of and being forced to pay tax to bail out billionaires, are doing a good job of raising our voices, but this can't end yet. Every day we buy to raise the prices is another day they lose money and power. Every day we refuse to sell is thousands of people's pensions and investments saved. Every day we hold, we win. Stand with me, stand with us, stand up and hold. And one day when we look back at this, even if we don't achieve any more than we already have, we will look back on this day, and we will know we stood, we will know we fought, and we will know we held. There are a few disclaimers I would like you all to listen to because they're important. The first one is, there is a non-profit organization that includes the name Robin Hood in its name. This organization has been receiving a lot of hate that is directed toward the Robin Hood app trading platform. The organization and platform are completely different and separate entities. If you wish to protest the suppression of free trade and people's rights, make sure you target the correct company. The CEO of the non-profit organization has posted on vr/wallstreetbets that he has been getting a lot of hate from the people who are rightfully angry but accidentally directing their anger at the wrong person. Please keep this in mind. Thank you. The second disclaimer is that I am not responsible for any losses of money or any personal assets. Trade at your own risk. If you are like me, willing to freely give your money to the cause with low to no expectations of getting the money back, know you're not alone and that you're backing a good cause. Anything you do, even if you just help spread the word, make memes, share videos on the topic, like Penguin Z0's videos, link in the description, it helps. The 10 richest people have more money than most countries. The only way we can make a real noticeable difference is if we join together, spread the word, and hold.